Josh, you guys ended a 2-game losing skid. How good does it feel to get a win against a pretty good Kansas team?
Feels really good. I mean, they're a solid team, really, really talented. They play extremely hard. Feels great to get in the winning column again, and just really proud of our team, the way we responded this week in 2 tough losses in a row and then getting back in the win column. And, had some adversity today that we fought through and found ways to win, and just some huge plays, and so proud of our guys. And, we just got to continue to clean some things up and just be on the same page all the time. And I think, the score is going to, be a little better for us there. But we fought through the adversity and found a way to win, and that's the most important thing. So proud of our guys.
What did you see from the running game, and in particular Jeremy Payne tonight?
Yeah, I mean, fourth quarter, some of the games in the past we haven't been able to take over in the fourth quarter, run the ball, and tonight we did. Our offensive line carried us to the fourth quarter, and when you're able to hand the ball off and run the clock out like we did, it makes it a lot easier. And so super proud of our offensive line, the way they played tonight. They played really good overall, and running backs did a great job finding the holes and just being on the same page. So definitely an improvement, and something great to see, and it's a huge step in the right direction, and really proud of our guys, the way they played tonight.
Talk us through that touchdown pass to McAllister.
Well, I can't. It's one of those plays where you don't even really know what happened. You just kind of see guys running, and it's just crazy. But anyways, we were trying to take a shot play, and unfortunately the defensive end slanted in pretty hard, and tight end wasn't really expecting to do that. So I turned around, he was right in my face, and so when I stepped up, I'm trying to get the best, but it was one high and the safety was deep, so I was throwing out of bounds. I was about to get sacked, and as I'm throwing it out of bounds, I see Eric's helmet. I was like, oh! I just kind of flicked it to the right, and thankfully he was out there and caught it. And then the rest of it, I mean, that's all Eric. I mean, that's unbelievable the way he ran with the ball. So that was kind of a crazy play, and super glad Eric was out there and made that play. And that was a huge momentum swing for us. So that was a huge play, and just kind of a fluke deal that we made work. So it was a good one.
Jack's leading the league in receiving yards. Savion, JP had a big punt return. Just how good are your receivers playing right now?
Yeah, they're playing really well. They're giving me opportunities to get them the ball, and super proud of those guys, the way they played. Any week, any guy can have 200 yards receiving. That's the kind of team and offense we have. And so when you've got 5-6 guys that can do that any week, you've got a good chance to play well and win. And so they make it easy on me, and they're running wide open all over the place and making guys miss, and so they're making me look a lot better than I am, that's for sure. And so I'm proud of those guys, the way they're playing. And I think going forward we've got to do a better job of just being more consistent, being on the same page about some of the things tonight, and just preventing some of those negative plays, and just being on the same page. So that's kind of a focus going forward is just get on the same page all the time, and just be on the right direction going forward.
You guys got a really good effort from the defense tonight. They shut down Kansas run game pretty good. Can you talk about how the defense played and how much that helps you guys on offense?
Yeah, it was huge. We had a couple drives that didn't go our way, and some things happened that were kind of just unlucky, honestly. And so they made a huge stop. I threw the interception to John Paul, kind of hung up in the air a little bit, and the guy picked it off, and they hold him to a field goal right there, and that's huge. That was huge. We went down and scored the next drive. So I can't say enough about our defense, the way those guys are playing, and I think as a team this is a big momentum swing for us going into next week, and super proud of our guys and look forward to practicing. I can't wait for practice, just the opportunity to get out there and keep getting better and just get with the guys. I love this team. We all love each other, and we know we've got the talent, we know we've got the grit, the toughness, and now it's time to just keep getting better and putting it all together every week.
Anything else for Josh? Thank you.
All right.
Questions for Jack?
Jack, another day with 9 catches, over 100 yards receiving, a pair of touchdowns. Just talk about what's working with you and Josh right now and how that relationship has grown.
Yeah, no, I just first want to give all the glory to God, all the praise to God. Right now is the closest I've ever been with him. I can't say anything else, but this is just him working through me. I'm just here physically doing what I'm doing, but God has blessed me with so many opportunities. He's given me so many chances, and He's helped me make the most of them. And Hoover's playing out of his mind. In my opinion, he's the best QB in the country. I wouldn't want to be catching the rock from anybody else. Want to draw from our O-line today, giving them time. We've got that run game going. You see what happens when we do that. The O-line played great. The running backs played great. The tight ends played great. Everybody's played great. All the other receivers. JP with the huge punt return. Just everybody played great, and just blessed to come out here with the win.
You mentioned that earlier this week about how nice it is to have a run game late in games. And today we saw Cam Cook, Jeremy Payne. Just how good was it to see those guys get going?
Man, it was awesome. We've been working on that for a while now, and I'm just so happy to show because we got a really deep running back room. We have a great O-line. We're more than capable to do that every game against any opponent. And tonight we showed that, and we're going to keep that going.
How proud of you of the team? There was you guys fumbled on the first drive. There was some turnover, but you guys are able to overcome a lot of adversity tonight. How proud were you to see the guys be able to do that?
Man, super proud. Like I said, this team's special. You're on teams that have a lot of talent, but sometimes can't put it all together. We suffered 2, hard losses, but like I said, earlier this week, I couldn't have more confidence in this team. Instead of everybody starting to point fingers the last 2 weeks, everybody just grew closer together, got closer with each other, worked harder, put their head down, and grind it out. And we know that there was going to be adversity, but there was going to be adversity tonight. We were prepared for it. We just came here and did what we do.
Jack, the defense has not exactly played well the last couple games, and they played well tonight. Can you just talk about how much that helps you guys as a team in general?
Yeah, no, our defense, and the same thing with defense. We got the guys to do it. We have the guys to have the best defense in the country. We have the coaches to do it too. Sometimes things happen that you can't control. Sometimes things happen you don't plan for. And I feel like maybe that's happened the past couple of weeks, but they like I said, they've been playing their heart out every week. And like I said, I can have more confidence in that group of guys. They played their heart out today. They made some huge stops, some crucial stops. Scud at the end with the interception to seal things off. I'm just going to be more proud of them and the whole team and just everybody for digging in, growing closer together, and having all their confidence in everybody around us in that building. So like I said, I'm just going to be more proud of everybody.
Jack, you guys are not just a talented wide receiver group, you're a physical group too. I think 1 point in the first half, it took 9 Kansas guys to bring you down after a catch. How do you develop that kind of physicality in a position group that's not necessarily known for that?
Yeah, you just don't go down. When the ball's in your hand, you play like for a running back. You got to get everybody around you to tackle. You never let the first person tackle you. You don't let 3 people tackle. You get everybody on you and more. And our whole group does an awesome job at that, from Savion, JP to Eric to everybody in the lineup, JoJo. Everybody got their own little skill set, that speed, quickness, strength, whatever it may be. And like I said, just going back to what I just was talking about, this group has been working harder than ever. It could have been so easy for everybody to just give up, point fingers and do all those different things. But everybody realized that we still have everything we want in front of us and more. And like I said, everybody just grew together, all the confidence stayed in that building. And yeah, but no, that's just how we do it. That's how Coach Kelly, Coach Meach, Coach Browse, and all of them teach us how to play. Whenever you get that ball in your hands, be special with it. And that's what we did tonight.
We'll go one last one for Jack.
Jack, you guys beat a team that was in the top 25 to begin the year, beat them on the road. How much confidence does a win like this maybe help propel you guys the rest of the season?
Definitely a lot, but like I said, we already had all the confidence in the world that we were able to come in here and beat them. Yeah, that obviously gives us a little spark for sure. But like I said, these dudes, we never wavered. We had the confidence in each one of each other, in the offense and the defense, the defense to the offense, to special teams, and that never wavered. And like I said, yeah, it's going to give us definitely like a little kick, but like I said, man, the confidence stayed in the building. Nobody ever pointed fingers, and we kept it in the room when we came out here today and showed it.
Thank you, Jack.
JP, let's talk about that punt return. What you see and how to work out.
Yeah, so we had a middle return called there, and we've been our game plan was kind of we knew that I was going to have opportunities to return the ball this week, and Caden McFadden, shout out to him. He's the one who sparked that one, and yeah, man, I was just out there playing ball. You know what I mean? Just caught it, and Caden pulled the clip off, and just got rolling and just kind of started reacting, and all of a sudden broke loose and just tried to unhitch the wagon. So that was fun. That was actually my first one in my whole career. So that was a pretty cool feeling to be able to do that.
Speaking of cool, what's it just been like to have Jack just have this great breakout season?
Dude, Jack Bech is one of the hardest working dudes I've ever met in my life. That's my best friend. That is my brother. That is somebody who is just so deserving. He, such an unbelievable human, just on the field, off the field. He busts his tail. He's a guy that you absolutely want on your team. And to see him have the success he's been having, I'm not surprised at all. I don't think any of us are. And I just can't wait to see, what the rest of the season has for him. And we just know we're taking it 1 week at a time. And now we got Houston, so can't wait to suit up against those guys, and wouldn't doubt him having another big game. So.
JP, anytime you guys kind of face some adversity tonight, you respond with your punt return, then they get a field goal after the interception, then 2 plays later, Eric McAllister's taking that 59-yard catch to the house. So can you talk about just the way you guys responded on each facet of the game tonight?
Yes, sir. Our confidence never wavered, kind of like Jack was saying a second ago. We expect bad things to happen. I mean, it's a football game, and we know coming in that, bad stuff is going to go down. And it's just about having the emotional flexibility to be able to handle those things. And we preach about stuff like that. And so, when a couple bad things go wrong, we turn the ball over early when we're driving. And the guys never flinched. And we had all the confidence in the world in one another. And the defense came up huge tonight, saving our butts a little bit whenever we would turn it over. So, man, we just have a heck of a group, man. We love each other, and, just can't wait to buckle it up next week.
We've seen the passing game have success throughout the start of this year. Looked like the running game got going a little bit tonight. Can you just talk about what went into that?
Yeah, we work hard at practice every day. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are really big for us running the ball. I know from talking to the running backs, talking to what coach is saying to us, that we had a really good week of practice, especially like inside drills and stuff this week. So I mean, we've been passing it good the last couple games, but to see the run game kind of get going a little bit tonight was really good to see.
We'll go 2 more for JP if you have them.
Josh had a couple interceptions the last couple of weeks, a little bit uncharacteristic for him. What has your message been to him on the sidelines coming off of plays like that?
I mean, he knows what happened. I mean, he's able to learn from his mistakes, and I'm not gonna say there are fluke plays where that happens, but it's just when we're talking about it on the sideline, he's aware of we communicate about what went down, and I mean, it happens. It's football. We would if he could come out here and play perfect, that'd be great. But it's football, and guys make mistakes, and a lot of the time it's not on him, it's on us. We're just gonna go to work next week and just try to get better every day. And as long as we're not turning the ball over, we're feeling pretty confident we're gonna win a ball game. So definitely gonna hone in on that probably this week. Just make sure we're not turning the ball over.
You talked about the running backs. What in particular has Jeremy Payne show you tonight, and what has he kind of been like in practice as a freshman?
Jeremy Payne, that's my guy, man. He's represented Missouri City, Texas, very well. That's where I'm from, and he's a dog, man. He's such a great kid, and he shows up, and he's more on the quiet side, but once you get to know him, he opens up a little bit, and he's funny, man. He's got a great personality, and he shows up and works his tail off every day, and he's an unbelievable kid. He runs the ball very well. He's shifty as heck. I remember when he first got here, we're doing like 7-on-7 stuff like that in the winter. I'm like, dude, this guy's shifty as heck. Like he's, little did I know he'd be, on the field as much as he is now, and I just can't wait for his role to continue to grow. And he's just so mature for his age, and a lot of plays left to be made by Jeremy Payne this year.
Thanks, JP.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Questions for Johnny?
Johnny, Sonny said he thought the defense played excellent football at the first 2 drives. I guess from your perspective, what happened on those first 2 drives, and how did you guys kind of adjust after that?
I definitely would agree with that. I think we started off a little slow, like even maybe so the whole first half. I think we were playing hard and doing things, but we weren't believing in just doing your job, fitting gaps you're supposed to fit. And then I think we just kind of settled in. Game started off real fast, turnovers, getting the third down. They were converted third downs, which we've been struggling with this year. And then it all just slowed down and clicked. So we got in our groove, kept playing hard, kept swinging, and things just started coming together, which was nice.
Johnny, you guys held Kansas way under their average rushing yards per game. Was that a huge emphasis for you guys this week?
Man, thank goodness. It's been tough the last couple of weeks against the run, but we've just had our backs against the wall. We've repeatedly been getting banged around, knocked around, lost a heartbreaker a couple weeks ago, got our tails kicked in pretty good last week, and then our backs were against the wall. And I know myself and a bunch of guys on the team and our coaches, like when our back's against the wall and things aren't looking good, we're just going to start swinging, and we're going to swing and swing, and we're not going to give up. And I think that was just a testament to our coaching staff and our players for finally keep playing and then finally getting things to click. So that's awesome to hear. We still got a lot of work to do in terms of the run game because they got a bunch of chunk yardage and stuff, but I'm really happy with our guys and myself and our coaches. I couldn't be happier.
You get a road conference win after the tough 2 weeks that you have is impressive. What was the message amongst the team this week as you guys were preparing for this game?
You know, I think our strength coach, Coach Kaz, he was saying, you prepare to play, but you meditate on things going wrong. You meditate on getting punched in the face, and we've been hit in the mouth, you know, for a while now, for a couple of weeks. And when you meditate like that, meditate on things going wrong and bouncing back, I think that was kind of our message. Just, you know, get your back against the wall and start swinging. Like, you're either going to figure it out and win, or you're going to die trying. And that was our message this week.
How much of the change in the run defense is due to any adjustments that were made versus how much is it you guys just kind of, like you said, swinging back today?
I'd say it's more swinging back. We definitely started doing shortened up our playbook, made it, you know, put in our emphasis on our run stops. We put in a couple plays that was just keeping us in the box, loading up the box. And, you know, we just finally started doing our job more than we had and playing the way we should play the whole game, the whole 60 minutes. And, yeah, probably just emphasis on playing hard and doing what we should have been doing the last couple of weeks.
One thing we saw tonight too is a little bit more quarterback pressure than you guys have had the last 2 weeks. I'll give it that field again, a little bit of pressure on Jalen. I think he completed 44% of his passes tonight.
It felt good, but that's just a testimony to our coaches. You know, they just kept beating it into us, like it's going to work. And then we finally started executing the way we were supposed to. And there's still a lot of stuff to clean up. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows at our film session tomorrow. I know I messed up a couple blitzes and stuff, but it was good to see, like, hey, if we just do what we're supposed to, like, good things will happen. And I think that's going to, you know, be a huge step for us moving forward.
Max had to play a lot. I think Nandy got banged up in the first half. What did Max kind of show you? And Terrence is what he got in the game.
I mean, it's just next man up mentality. Those guys are ready to go. They practice hard as hell. They hit in practice. They're always in the film room, always taking notes, always asking me questions. Caleb, Namdi, trying to get better. And, you know, saying prayers for Namdi and hoping everything's okay. But it's a next man up mentality. And Max came in and took advantage of the opportunity. I couldn't be prouder of him. And I'm excited moving forward no matter what happens. But definitely praying for Namdi and happy for Max.
We'll go 2 more for Johnny.
It's a pretty big moment there in the third quarter. Josh throws an interception. It gets taken all the way down to the 6, and you all hold Kansas to a field goal. You talked a lot about confidence. How much does a series like that instill confidence in you guys moving forward?
You know, like, it was just, we saw that happen and I didn't see a single person blink. We took the field and we were ready. We don't really care where the ball is. We've always had that mindset, but we haven't been executing. And then next thing you know, we started executing. We kind of, you know, drove to the field. We're like, oh shit, like, we can make this happen. And huge for our confidence, definitely huge for our coaches' confidence, and just building on, if we do what we're supposed to, things are going to be good. So.
Okay, final one. Thanks, Johnny.